As an actor, I don't always know who I am. I mean, let's be honest. My job is to create personas. My job is to accurately imitate the lives of those around me. And I think I do a pretty decent job of it. I remember when I first started performing. Well, if you want to call it performing. See, my mother is a professional actress in Harrisburg, and instead of paying for a babysitter when I was younger, she would just take me along with her to rehearsal. It wasn't long after that I was being used by whatever production she was in if they had needed a small child. Fact is, most kids don't really get stage fright. They have no idea what's going on at the time. They just go out on stage and do whatever they're told to do. That was just the start of it. As I grew older, the parts got bigger. My first lead came in 8th grade, and that was terrifying. The funny thing is that as you get older and more experienced in performing, the scarier it gets. I think as small children, we're so immune to what strangers think of us that putting ourselves out there doesn't really faze us. When we mature and start really taking into account what others think, well, that's when we get scared. Throughout high school, I started taking on more complex roles. I started taking on real people, not hollow caricatures conjured up by some hack playwright in his mother's basement. I started taking on roles that required me to go out and study people. That's the thing about us actors. We have an obsession with people. You ask any actor and they will tell you they love people watching. I do it all the time. I probably look insane. But people fascinate me. I like to take nervous tics and small habits and any little details I can see and incorporate them into the people I portray. But in that, there is an inherent danger. Some actors, like myself, prefer the technique commonly referred to as method acting. We like to immerse ourselves in the character. We wear them on our sleeves for upwards of months at a time, and that changes you. You start to see the world through a different pair of eyes, and sometimes the mindset isn't all that nice. And it doesn't leave you very quickly. And because of that, I can never fully let go of characters. As long as I live, small pieces of them will always be carried with me, and based on that, parts of me are gone. I've always had a belief that all actors somewhat suffer from split personality disorder. At any given time, we can assume someone else's life. Both comforting and unsettling. It's incredibly liberating to have that internal escapism, but it's also very eerie knowing you can completely forget yourself. That's the thing about us actors. We are a collage of our surroundings and the people that we've portrayed. We are both liars and tellers of pure truth. We are both completely real and completely fabricated. So who exactly am I? That's a great question.